Hey guys, it's Core Ross and welcome to 6 News. So I've got some initial testing to show you for the rework of Chanka and all the balancing changes coming in the game as well. And I thought I'd put together a quick video for people who just cannot play the test server and want to know how this stuff is going to affect gameplay in the future. So let's start with shield breaks. So this is what it is like in game with the test server. So if you shoot with a shotgun, nothing. Melee, then they really put that shield away for a long time. Now extended Montagne, he also gets hit. You notice that it's basically very similar to what happens to Clash, which makes him very, very vulnerable. This is a massive change for Montagne, and he'll no longer just be able to sit in a corner. You can also see that impact grenades have an effect as well. Now because they do less damage, it's a smaller effect, but it's still big enough to really mess up a Montagne's day and kill him. As you can see here, this is it from the Montagne perspective or the shield perspective. Now if we extend it and we get meleeed, it really isn't that difficult to kill him. Now, of course, if it's a 1v1, he can reorientate himself, but if he's up against two defenders with one on each side, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. So yeah, massive, absolute massive. Now this is Oryx here with his new T5 with the 1.5 sight on. This is going to be a game changer for him. This is such an enjoyable gun to use, so much better than his MP5, and he is going to be, I don't know, I think his pick rate is going to go up a little bit. I don't know if it's going to go up huge amounts, but certainly it is way better. Now this is Ace. I was curious if you would still be able to vault in using this. So of course I've put 3 of them at different levels so we can see exactly how this is going to work out. So one I would say is too high to go through. We can vault in, so that is no problem. This one we have to vault as well, and this one we can crouch walk through. So I honestly think not much difference. I'm not going to probably change my picking preference on Ace because it doesn't make a big difference. Here we have Frost with her new shotguns just to show off its capabilities for what she's going to be able to do in the new patch. This is wonderful. I'm going to definitely be bringing Frost along a little bit more than I was before, so this will take my pick rate of her up, and wonderful to have that. Then of course we've got the Chanka reworks. This is a little test of his gun. Also we can see that he can go iron sights or you can have the custom sight on. And of course you put weapon skins and all that on. People have been asking me about black ice. I am curious if they will add a black ice or if that's not going to be the case. Don't know yet. We will have to wait and see if that's maybe an alpha pack or something. And I just did a bunch of tests doing destruction with this gun, and this thing's freaking brilliant. Making rotation holes with this thing is really easy, and I think there's going to be a way of doing it with only firing off a few rounds in order to make a big enough hole to vault through. So he's going to be king of rotations. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, this is really going to be a game changer for him, and I'm looking forward to trying this out and actually playing with it against players for a while to find out how it feels. And then when it comes to his actual grenades, certainly going to be a little bit of getting used to. The bounce on them doesn't feel very natural. It's kind of a weird bounce where it seems to go quite fast and then de-accelerates and then drops, and it doesn't, you know, I'm going to get just used to that arc and how it works. You can also run through it pretty easily and not take too much damage. Now of course he can put multiple out, so he'll be able to up that damage quite considerably, but it is a small enough radius that you can walk through. Of course you're going to need a lot of health in order to do that. And yeah, overall going to be an interesting weapon to see being used, of course, for denial and stuff like that. And you can fire them off rapidly as well. So he can have either, I guess, one area that's super on fire with like maybe 3, 4, 5 grenades, or he can spread them out over a very large area, and he can of course reapply them pretty damn quickly as well. Of course, shoot up or down as well, because there's going to be so many trick shots you can do with this thing. So yeah, it is going to be awesome to play around with and just to play a bunch of games on the test server and see how it all plays out. So yeah guys, that's a bunch of different kind of quick tests just to give you an idea of what's happening on the test server. This will probably be on the test server for, I would guess, 2 weeks before we actually see it come to live. But I don't think it would take too long before we actually have it on live servers. And those 2 weeks will fly right by. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments below, and I will catch you next time.
LMG mounted and loaded!